We OG, we OG. Oh no, G. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Yeah. Experts on reload. Yeah. You're not bullish enough. Yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the or no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock. Ayy. Rooms is coming. Everybody on a knot. Ayy. It's a nuisance. Ordinal Revolution. Ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit on fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, like it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nukies on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me. Bitcoin's alive, what you gon' do? Mempool fees are high. Ordinal. Where does it stop? Nobody knows. It's a revolution. Ayy, Bitcoin is the one, no substitution. Ayy, with Shizzy and Yagobi, it's Ordinal Revolution.
Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What's up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We are live on the Ordinal Hour, and this one is going to be not so great. It's going to be good, guys. I'm just playing. But Bitcoin sitting at $91,870 as speaking right now. And it's just kind of been down only. But it's something very similar to we talked about last week. We think it can go down. I'm actually thinking we can potentially hit below 85, maybe 83,000. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing where we are right now. We are, 2 days away from the 1st of January. We are about 22 days away from, a crypto-friendly president. We have a lot of things in the first quarter of 2025 that's really going to take us to limits that we've never seen before. I'm talking about like 140,000, 180,000. I think these numbers are definitely going to happen, in my opinion. It's not financial advice, but I think it happens in Q1. I'm really confident in that. I'm willing to bet on it if I can. But yeah, I'm excited for that. But we have a lot of cool stuff to talk about today. Be it BTC.fun launching. If you haven't played over there, you should get over there and mess around. We got a little game we're going to play later. Me and Yagobi. We're going to have you guess the tickers that we created on BTC.fun. It's going to be a little fun. And then we have Jeff from Merlin joining us later. He's going to be not too long. He's going to be pretty quick because the man is exhausted. He's working all night, but it's going to be fun to have him in here, give us an update on what's going on. And then we're going to have a couple other people on as well. But it's going to be a great show today. So without further ado, let's get the thing started. Bring my partner here, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
What's up, man? How you doing on this this down day? I kind of want to show this real quickly. So this is something that I made on Friday during the show, and I'm thinking we hit 83,000. Do you think something like this will happen?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible for sure. One thing that I just think that we should expect now is something that like it might not rhyme very much in certain parts of the cycle to the previous cycles, right? Like one thing that stayed consistent was that Bitcoin reached new all-time highs in Q4 as well, right? So I just think now it's kind of we're learning about this new territory and new I would say players in our industry. So we're going to see how much of a change it makes the cycle, the 4-year cycle.
Yeah. And I'm seeing people on the timeline, talk about, hey, I made a bunch of money this cycle. I'm done. I've seen multiple people say this. I'm buying a house right now, I'm buying a car. And I'm in my head, I'm just like, we haven't even hit like a little bit of euphoria yet, right? We've only really seen like excitement, right? Is it possible that this could be like 108 could be the all-time high for this cycle? Is that even an idea that could pop in your head?
Well, I think about the dot-com boom, and I think
Yeah,
about how that happened and when it happened, and I'm wondering, was that something that's comparable to what we saw in 2021? And maybe like now it's more about really getting strategic with these plays, right?
yeah,
So we're gonna learn, I think, here in the next 6 months, if we still have that 4-year cycle. I do expect there to be a euphoric phase still, because no matter what, I do think that there's going to be some sort of alt season. There's an ETF for Ethereum, so that price should go up if
yeah.
they are looking to make profits off of the Bitcoin ETF, right? So will that trigger some other alts? Possibly. We shall see, though.
Yeah, 100%. And I think the cycle's extended. I think that's why we're getting this pullback here. I think, we still have Gary Gensler as SEC chairman. We still have Biden as president. Like, we haven't even hit the good parts of this cycle yet, right? Like, if you think that the cycle top is in with Gary Gensler still as a SEC chairman, you are just not paying attention. We're about to have real regulation happen in the next 6 months. Very friendly crypto regulation, I hope. And I think that we'll get there, and it's going to be absolutely exciting. I think we're going to see this cycle go to 2026, like mid 2026. I truly believe that, and I think we're going to have a very slower cycle. We're going to have a lot of moments like this where we go up to 120 and then go back down to 110 and go up to 140 and go back down to 120. I feel like that's the stock player's game. I mean, if you look at all the stocks, that's what the stocks do.
Yeah. Yep. Very true.
All right, let's get into the first story here. Huge catalyst. FTX begins repaying $16 billion to creditors on January 3rd. We're talking about 4 days from right now. I think that is Friday. How big is this? Do you think a lot of this money flows into crypto? 16 billion?
So this is one of the possible catalysts, right? That which I think this would be very ironic if it ended up kicking off the alt season, because it was the
Yeah,
reason why FTX was the reason why we really began that really intense bear market, right? So people are talking about this, January 3rd being
yeah,
the first date. Now, in terms of creditors and paybacks and all this stuff, there's a lot of dates that get thrown around. With the Mount
yeah,
Gox situation, there was just speculation on dates, and this was, but it never actually happened on those dates, right? And
yeah,
so I wonder if this is just another version of that. Because I'm sure that if this is the date where they can start, then that doesn't mean that it's the date that they actually start.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree. But start could be the first one, right? It could be just like, we know there's some big people in the space, big people who have a lot of money. There's one guy who's lost $3 million in there or something like that, and he's going to get that back in USDT and stuff like that. So you're going to see a lot of money, but does that money go into Bitcoin or alts? Because in general, you got to remember too, is like people were selling their Solana at $8 because they're forced to, because
Woo!
that was kind of the bottom. Yeah, that's kind of where the FTX people, if you had Solana and FTX, you sold at $8.
Yeah.
So a lot of these people are gonna be really pissed off when they get this money, because they could have had so much more in gains. But I think this does kick off a week, 2 week bull market going into the Trump inauguration.
Yeah, that's the expectation, right? We'll
Yeah,
see if our expectations hit. What could be a good thing is if, let's say, Bitcoin does pull back to, let's say, like high 80s, mid 80s or something, then that expectation does get reset, right? So then
yeah,
you get kind of like the greed meter goes to, more fear, right? And
yeah,
so that could be a great thing for a good reset for a new administration coming in.
yeah,
These catalysts that could really kick it off, and then all of a sudden, bam! When you least expect it is when Bitcoin could run, and then alts can really run. But I just don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how dominance plays out in terms
yeah,
of alt season, because typically that has to go down, right? So
yeah. The
maybe
DXY has to also go down.
yeah, but maybe it's gonna be hard to make it go down, right? Because if the supply's out, we shall see though. It looks like it's not hard for it to go down right now though, because we're at like
Yeah.
91.8 right now. So
Well, that's the thing too. Bitcoin can still go to 140. It's just ETH would go to 6,000, 7,000. right? Solana would go to 600. You don't need Bitcoin to go down for the dominance to drop. You just need all the alts to kind of catch up. But some analysts, ETF analysts, kind of predict Bitcoin's correction could continue until Trump's inauguration on January 20th, with long-term growth still expected. So this is what's kind of going around in TradFi right now. Is like, hey, we're going down until Trump's president. So we'll see if that happens. This is some news that I wasn't expecting. Bitcoin clean energy usage now exceeds 50%. Musk previously said Tesla would once again accept Bitcoin payments when clean energy usage exceeds 50%. So my question to you is, does Musk allow people to start buying Teslas again in Bitcoin?
I mean, he put it out there what the stipulation would be. Right? So, you know,
this was 4 years ago, though.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But that is one thing that some people have said recently, is that, you know, Bitcoin has, like, the miners and stuff you tried to use more of a clean energy approach. So maybe that has happened, right? So it says, what does it say? Bitcoin payments when clean energy. Yeah. Okay. So that I've heard those talking points. When you hear the, you know, argument side, the banter side of some of these Bitcoin maxis and miners, is that they've cleaned that up. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's 50%. I didn't think we were gonna get here, so that's pretty big. When Musk first said that, I was like, "There's no way. There's no way we get there, right?" Because I know people that are mining this. Back then, you know, China and all these other countries and stuff like that, they weren't going to use anything besides oil, but apparently using other things now. So that's awesome. MicroStrategy buys another 2,138 Bitcoin for 209 million. Average price 97K. So they're underwater on this purchase. They bought between December 23rd and December 29th. Total holdings now 446,400 Bitcoin, acquired at 27.9 billion. Average cost right now is $62,000 per Bitcoin. And this is 8 weeks in a row that he's bought Bitcoin on a Monday. Well, came out with this article, or, you know, with this news report saying they've bought Bitcoin. It's 8 Mondays in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just it seems like in his mind he has this strategy of, like, I can just continually buy Bitcoin and not get myself into trouble, you know. But there's definitely these kind of villainous type of mindset people that are probably looking at, like, okay, you know, if we can get a coordinated short, we can, like, you know, really bring down and break down Saylor in MicroStrategy because of how much exposure he has. But he believes in the asset that much that he's not scared. It is a little scary, though, just thinking about the idea, right? Like, of that possibly happening. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, how do you feel about this?
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. For him to have 446,000 Bitcoin, I know it's just not him, right? He has shareholders, and every share basically is you know, some of that Bitcoin, right? But it's all paper Bitcoin. Coinbase holds all of this. They're his custodian. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But it's good for Bitcoin. It's showing the world that, you know, hey, if you buy Bitcoin, your stock's going to go up tremendously, because his stock did, and then allowed him to sell stock to buy more Bitcoin, or take loans out on that stock to buy more Bitcoin and stuff like that. So I don't know. It doesn't really affect me too much either way. It's kind of awesome. And at the same time, it's like, do I want him to get to 1 million Bitcoin? Do I want MicroStrategy to get to 1 million Bitcoin? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. But if you do believe in it as much as him, then, you know, I guess in theory you shouldn't be scared, because, you know, there was something that was really cool, and I want to give credit to Fred Krueger, because he's a really smart guy, right? PhD in mathematics and stuff like that. And he said someone needs to create a product to where you put $100,000 worth of Bitcoin in a smart contract, and every month that smart contract on the same day distributes 1,000 USDC, USDT, whatever stable coin to your wallet. In theory, if you do believe that Bitcoin is deflationary and will appreciate in price, right? Then you should never run out of the $1,000 a month. And so I thought that was really cool. And so almost kind of a little bit of lines, I think, in terms of the mindset of Michael Saylor, but Michael Saylor is like times 1,000 of that thought process. So,
well, think about if you did that in 2017. Well, you know, or
Yeah.
2016 when Bitcoin was $1,000, you bought, you know, 100. Let's just say you bought 100 Bitcoin. Today, you probably sold like 40 of those Bitcoins. You're still sitting on 60 Bitcoin, and that is now worth, 10, 10 times more than you paid for. No, more than that, like 30 times more than you paid for it. So, I mean, if
Yeah.
you did it in 2017, you're winning for sure.
Yeah, and you can even be safer, right? Like you could actually, the $1,000 that you get from that smart contract, you could take half of it and put it in a, just in case Bitcoin does dump, and then buy back that cheaper and then continue that process. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's an awesome idea for a
100%.
product.
Yeah, like that's the thing too. If the contract does give you at that $1,000, and you're like, oh wow, Bitcoin, I think it's bottomed here. You just rebuy it, right? So it's just like you don't even take that payment for that month. So, here we go. So Tether buys 7,629 Bitcoin worth 705 million for reserves today. They did this. Now owns $7.7 billion in Bitcoin. Tether is buying a Bitcoin for their treasury here. Does this have anything to do with what happened on Friday with being delisted today from exchanges?
Possibly, right? They're just kind of maybe trying to just flex their muscle a little bit and be like, hey, look, like we
We're not
have
worried.
the reserves. Yeah, we're not worried. I think some of this has to do with, like I mentioned before, there's a lot of these entities doing like strategic business stuff, like with Coinbase, very strategic right now with USDC and Wrap BTC, right? Because they have their own products. So I think it's more about that, but also that's an opportunity to try to create FUD about Tether. But I think that they're, from what they've proven, at least from being able to be around for so long and buy 7,629 Bitcoin in their facilities with the mining and stuff like that. I don't see them going anywhere. But maybe the other people are right. Maybe they're hiding a bunch of stuff. But I just don't think that we end up going that direction.
There seems to be Tether FUD every time we reach an all-time high, right? I just feel that way. Every single time Bitcoin hits an all-time high, it's Tether FUD. It just seems so easy at this point. And as soon as it does, I feel like all the algos just dump Bitcoin. And it's like it seems so coordinated at this point. It's like, oh, Bitcoin's all-time high, Tether FUD. Bitcoin all-time high, Tether FUD. And there's a saying, if you buy Bitcoin every time there's Tether FUD, you'd be rich. Because it dips on that FUD day. But
very true.
I want to show this really quickly. So we're gonna get our new dot in about 2 days. It's gonna be on this chart. As you can see, back here, we got red, and then got some orange, and that's when we started to explode. Red, orange, and then explode. We're just, to me, we're getting close to that orange. Over here was a little different. We kind of saw it go up. It went up real fast, and then the orange started to happen. The orange was kind of the pullback. But I kind of feel like this cycle is going to lead like this one, where it's kind of a longer, further away from this thing, and then kind of just slowly go up, and then just have some giant cooks, right? And I think this dot right here is going to be a little sideways, but we did get a cluster in here as well, so it's nothing to be worried about. But if this one's going to be a little sideways, and then potentially by mid 2025 2026 we're going to be up here, and potentially maybe even further up here. So but we're going to need some orange very soon. Probably within the next 3 to 4 months we'll start getting these orange dots.
Yeah I wouldn't be surprised, and that's the 2017 cycle, right? The one that's spread out. Yep. I do think that this is gonna play out more like a traditional cycle, which 2017 was. 2021 was obviously it was a lot of speculation and a lot of extra kind of circulation of stimulus, right? That propped it up, and it was twice. But we got to remember though, like for us that are in the space every day, like the Q4 of 2024, like the halving year Q4, like our expectations are we want it now, right? Because we're here every 100%. Day, so it's like we deserve it, even though we don't necessarily deserve it. But really, it's so funny because like when I talk about this with my wife, she's like, "Oh, it's always pushed back. It's always pushed back." But then, like, if you look at the facts, like The post-halving year is the year. I hate saying this stuff, but like it is the year where things go up. I mean, like 2017, I remember during the holidays with my family, people had their phones out and they were on Robinhood and Coinbase trying to buy. No, it was just Coinbase at that time, actually, buying like Litecoin and some Bitcoin and stuff like that, right? And so that's the post-halving year. So that would technically be 2025. So we shall see.
Yeah, man, this is extended super cycle. I mean, 2025 could just be the beginning, but we'll see. El Salvador, they put out this thing here. It's pretty cool. They're cover their newspaper in El Salvador, 6,000 Bitcoins. So they have they now own 6,000 Bitcoin worth 569 million. But it's cool, they're celebrating. And you know what I mean? So it's like this is the city, the country, the Bitcoin country right now, that has fully endorsed Bitcoin from 3 years ago. They buy 1 Bitcoin a day, and they've recently bought 20 Bitcoin here and there. They kind of want to push this over 6,000, and I think it's just the beginning for them. I think they get over 10,000 by the end of next year, and potentially those 10,000 Bitcoin could be worth I don't know, 600K each, 700K each. I don't know, but they're looking like a nice little nest egg for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, they're the MicroStrategy of nation states, right? So
Yeah,
Bukele went all in on that Bitcoin and cracking down on crime and, making El Salvador just a much better place to live, work, and play. And he's been successful at every part of that. So I would not doubt him at all at this point.
Yep. Couldn't agree more. This is cool. Let me see if I have this chart here. I do. So, monthly trading volume on decentralized exchanges reached 326 billion, surpassing the previous high of 9%. So this is monthly trading volume. Let me show my screen here. We've never had more decentralized trading ever before. It's pretty insane, and a lot of this has to do with Hyper, because Hyper is looked at as a DEX, even though they are a little centralized. But we 2 months back to back now that we've had insane trading volume. Dude, this is what I'm talking about, because it's not like big entities don't buy on DEXs, right? They buy on SEXs, they buy on centralized exchanges. This is retail, dude. They're coming back, and they're coming back quickly.
Yeah, so I agree with this, but where are these? What do they? Like, are they just accumulating and there's not enough buy pressure to push alts up to where because this was very interesting. We saw certain alts kind of have their thrust up, like the Cardanos, the XRPs. Cardano got to like $1.35. It went all the way back to like 86 cents when I checked yesterday, right? So it's weird. It's like there was like this little thrust up that happened in November. But if you look at the volume, it kind of makes a little sense, but it looks like it increased actually in December, but that doesn't make sense to me. So, I guess the centralized exchanges probably have a bit more price power push, up or down, right? So, we'll see, but this is a good sign in terms of, the decentralized platforms being utilized. And I think this increases because, people see Hyper Liquid and they see that this platform works. And then you have like the Magic Edens that are almost in a sense trying to replicate a little bit, not necessarily with their DEX style, because they look very like liquidity perps DEX Hyper Liquid does. But in terms of like cross chain and being able to do a lot of stuff decentralized in a DEX type of way. So maybe we see this increase. That would be really cool to see.
Yeah, 100%. I think it does. I think people are starting to say, screw these centralized exchanges. I'm just going to trade on they feel safer too. I feel like Uniswap now, going into its second full cycle, it's looked at as a major player now. There's no reason to go off chain to do your transactions anymore, and this is pretty cool. And I think the reason the volume is because there's a lot of it might be the same wallets just trading, buying a lot of ETH, and ETH goes up to 4,000. You sell it down, you buy it again. You know what I mean? It might be a lot of that type of people not using leverage but kind of spot trading.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. All right. ETH analysts report that some investors are shifting assets from BTC ETFs to ETH ETFs. Last week, Bitcoin ETF saw a net outflow of 387 million, while Ethereum ETF had an inflow of 349 million. Is this coincidence that pretty close to the same number going out of one and into the other?
I don't know. So outflow and then inflow. Yeah, I mean, one thing I have noticed up until I would say like this morning, and even this morning, like Bitcoin kind of crawling back to 91,700. Some of these alts have really been able to kind of weather that storm. Today I think they kind of broke down a little bit more, but yesterday, the day before, alts really looked pretty darn strong. They weren't as influenced by Bitcoin's swings the past couple days. So maybe this is that kind of starting that foundation of flowing some of the profits into ETH and some of these alts. And then, as you know, that's kind of how alt season really gets kicked off. But a lot of people are still saying, February, March is really when that will get hyper aggressive.
Yeah, I think there's two things that need to happen for an alt season to kind of go forward, and the first thing would be for ETH to kind of at least get back to its all-time high. Bitcoin is 50% above its previous all-time high of 69,420. ETH hasn't even really touched its right, so we need ETH to kind of get to 6,000, 5,000, and then we need the DXY, which is sitting at $107 right now, and we need to get that down to 103. But if you look at a chart, I don't have it right now, but when Trump took office last time, the DXY was pretty much, it was higher than where it is now. It was like 116. And then by the end of Trump's term, it was at 99. So Trump is somebody who's going to push down DXY. But what happens when you push down DXY is a lot of that money go into other assets, and it's kind of like a risk-on strategy. When money is in DXY, which is just a basket of assets that make up the dollar, that basically is people like being safe in cash. They're just I'm okay with being cash right now. Like I just don't want to be in other assets, but that's going to change. And a lot of money is going to go into risky assets, being Bitcoin, Ethereum, and much further down the risk curve as well. So
yeah, yep. It's gonna be
all
interesting
right, let's get into that.
If he tries to stimulate the economy, because I think that will obviously help with that. Because when you have more stimulus and more extra capital, you're willing to risk that a little bit more.
I mean, he doesn't have to give out checks for that, right? If he cuts taxes on overtime. I mean, when I was working overtime, they take 40% of my overtime check, right? That's 40% more money every single week. For a lot of people in this country have to work overtime to make their bills, right? So especially how expensive everything is. So if they do that, they cut taxes on tips, cut taxes on overtime, cut taxes on this, it's going to feel like a stimulus every single time you get paid. And a lot of that money could go into other assets. So,
absolutely.
All right, let's get into the Bitcoin fear and greed here. Not looking too good. We're still greed. Last Monday we were at 70. Yesterday we were at 73. My hint to you is we were lower than last week.
67.
Pretty close. I'll give it to you. 65. Okay. But still, they were still in the greed, which is good. I would hate to get back in this yellow. I don't want to see yellow, but I definitely think this is a good place to be right now, especially going into January. So.
Yep.
All right, let's get into that Bitcoin price action brought to you by BitPerp. BitPerp is going to be the leading leverage trading platform in the entire Bitcoin ecosystem, in my opinion, because you're going to be able to take leverage on your runes, you're going to be able to take leverage on your BRC20s, and much, much more, guys. Any L2 asset will probably be on BitPerp. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting, but don't miss their paper trading competition starting early next year. It'll be on Botonics, the spider chain. That's going to be the first testnet that they're working on. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. But BitPerp is going to be on a bunch of different L2s, because they want to get everywhere. So that's one thing about BitPerp that I truly love, is they're going to be, have access on a lot of different places. And so definitely check out bitperp.io. I think their site is up and running now, right?
Yeah, they have adjusted the price of the API, so it looks like it's definitely more accurate and live. And that's kind of the process of updating your UI and all that stuff. So no worries about that. But before we get into the Bitcoin price action, guys, if you're watching on the YouTube side, please smash that like for us. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and turn your notifications on so you know when we go live. On the X side, guys, if you wouldn't mind sharing the space, as we want to onboard and educate as many people to the Bitcoin ecosystem, and hit that like for us as well. We got 415 people in here, and we got some people from the Timone community, voicing their presence here. So shout out to you guys and welcome to Ordinal Revolution. Hopefully you stick around and hang out for future shows as well. But let's take a look here at Bitcoin's price action. As I always do, I'm going to start with the hour time frame. So that is what I'm doing now. As you can see, it has been a waterfall after waterfall after waterfall of down only, with a little bit of breathers coming up for air. That's basically it in terms of the uptrend. But yeah, so this started on the 26th, right? So we're on the 30th now. So about 4 days of really kind of down only. We were at 99,000 when this started. Now, you know, the first couple of days, it was after it did do its first big drop, we kind of settled around 96, and it was fluctuating between 95 and 96 with actually a little bit of like, you know, bullish sentiment here and there. But then eventually that ended, another waterfall down, kind of the same situation. This was really a long period of consolidation right here. You can see between the 27th and the 29th, so about 2 days. So that was actually really great for people that are good at scalp trading, because you literally just, you know, play the indicators and kind of take your time. And it was a lot more of up, even though it wasn't aggressive up, than it was down here. But anyways, that all ended yesterday as, you know, there was some hyper sell-off happening. Okay, so what am I expecting for the second half of today? What the indicators are telling me is that, you know, we didn't cross over into oversold not long ago, right? So we still have some time, I believe, in, you know, possibly getting further down. One of you know, my favorite people to follow is Crypto, I think it's Crypt Nueva. He's really great. He uses a wick filling strategy, but he's thinking the range is kind of like this floor of 90,000 up to kind of a ceiling of 99, kind of bouncing back, hitting liquidations and stop losses on the way on both. So consolidation with market makers making their money is basically what he was saying. So we'll see if that happens. If it does, so we got about $2,000 left to go, kind of to that, hit that 90,000 mark. I wouldn't be surprised if it does dip below that, but there might be a huge buy wall at 90,000. But anyways, for second half of today, the MACD is showing further, you know, sell down. The momentum is definitely there. You can see the blue MACD line still pointing down. So until this kind of changes its course or its intention to try to point up, I expect further down, even if it's going to be a slow bleed off, which is really the kind of the painful type of sell down there. So that's what I'm seeing for the second half of today. Taking a look at the 8-hour chart here. It's not much better, guys. I mean, you can see here, really just, you know, the MACD formed this brand new strong sell candle here. So that sell momentum has opened back up. It looked like it wanted to possibly close up here, but, you know, the blue line's still pointing. It actually started to point down even further. And we haven't been in oversold for very too long here. So maybe this next week, you know, probably don't expect anything crazy out of Bitcoin, but I would be watching altcoins very closely because, as I mentioned before, the past couple days, as Bitcoin has been selling down very, you know, pretty aggressive, right? I would say going from 95, 96,000 to where we are now on, you know, 91.8, 91.9. The alts like Ethereum, Solana, and stuff like that, they've been kind of taking the punches very well, actually. So just keep an eye on that to see if maybe, you know, the dominant switches, which I'm about to get into. So for the next week, probably, you know, careful with Bitcoin if you're a leverage trader. That's just my opinion. Of course, I'm not a huge, like some huge TA expert, but that is just what I'm seeing. I do want to pop over to the dominance chart here. This is the 4-hour, but let's take it to the daily here. I mean, the percentage is the same anyways. I'm just trying to see, you know, what we're looking at here. So BTC dominance is sitting at 57.9%. So, you know, typically when alt season starts, this thing is right around heading down here, guys. So like 40%, right? So we still have some ways to go. We'll see if this next week kind of pushes us there. Now, again, that doesn't mean Bitcoin has to dump hard only. The alts can go up as Bitcoin's kind of slowly kind of trickling down. So maybe we see some of that. But that is what I'm seeing with the Bitcoin price action. I hope that helps you guys. None of this is financial advice, but yeah, what I'm seeing.
100%. Do you think we can get down to 50 early next year? Bitcoin dominance.
Oh, you're talking about Bitcoin
No,
price,
not 50,000. 50%.
I think we can. I think we can.
Yeah.
You know, it really depends on, you know, Ethereum, Solana, these bigger blue chip altcoins, you know, showing more strength as Bitcoin's weakening. You know, that's really what it's going to take. But I can see it happen. And sometimes, like, whenever people are waiting for it and they stop paying attention because it's not happening when they want it to. It happens kind of out of nowhere, right? They're like, oh, their alt season just started.
Yeah.
So probably something like that.
Yep. All right, let's get into that roll call. I did notice that YouTube deleted some comments after I climbed in. So I'm just telling you guys what I see. This is from the 8:30 this morning. I'm just going to kind of roll with this. So I apologize if you don't see some of these names, but this is what I seen when I first came on, hit my desk this morning. And I Walk Alone is first. Congratulations to you, my friend. I appreciate everything you do for our show. You are the man, and today is your day. I Walk Alone. Thank you, my friend. In second place, we got Tim Baker. AODR himself. Shout out to Tim Bake. We got PJNZ, Peanut Butter Jelly Time, always in the top 4. Shout out to you, my friend. And then Danny Boyce is fourth. Shout out to Danny coming in there. Chief Axel's here like every single day. I appreciate you, Chief Axel, man. Always commenting on our posts. Legendary human being right there. Shout out to you, my friend. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. He loves me and I love you. What is Billy Cat? Shout out to Mr. Hanky. Webdro is here. Says thank you, Shizzy and Yagobi, for all the Bitcoin and Merlin Chain Alpha. Shout out to you, Webdro. Every single day as well. Appreciate you, my friend. Mike's World is here. Yasher, my guy. Appreciate you every single day, man. Greetings to you, my friend. Inagi is here. Steamy J is here. Nighthawk UXL every single day. He's out there in the LA streets at night, making sure people get home safe. Shout out to Nighthawk, man. Lieutenant Dan. It's been a while, Lieutenant Dan. Thank you so much for coming in today. Appreciate you, my friend. He had OMB with Billy glasses. That's dope. I love that PFP. Mats is here. We got No. Shout out to No. Joko is here. GM. Shout out to you, my friend. Trustpay.sats. Shout out to you here today. Hop Thu is here. Party on fire. Is Party running today? I know it was running like yesterday.
Party actually kind of did do a run up to, I think it got to $36 million market cap. But now Party was the first token that launched on BTC.fun, so it has that head start and it's been strong. So
yeah, man. Party started the party. Let's go. And we have Min BTC.NFT is here. Patty Poo is here. Stats Names says hello. Travis is here. Hi there. What's up, Powerball.unisat? Shout out to you. Miss Dom is here. Shout out to Miss Dom in the building. Kova, Frog X.sats. Oh, Kova says coming from Timone. Shout out to Kova. Hillbilly is here. GM from the Pennsylvania Wilds. Shout out to you, my friend, out there. And it's cold today in Pennsylvania. I'm getting like, I don't even know, but it's cold. Maria is here. Shout out to Maria. And we have Oma is here. One, I think his name is right. One Nagu.
Yep.
Nagin?
No. One win. I know it's hard to pronounce that,
here.
but yeah.
Yeah. And we got Tawan, right? What's that?
Yeah. New, I think it's New Twan. Yep.
New Twan is here. Zap here every single day. Nighthawk again. He said they took 40% of Shizzy's overtime. That was bad. They did it for 20 years. I worked overtime for the last 20 years, man. They take that every single time. And then finishing off is Courtney Johnson. Shout out to you, Courtney. Thank you so much for being here. Every single one of you guys, man, we really appreciate every single person who makes roll call every single day. 490 people in here right now. I love every single one of you guys. But it's got to get into the first news of the day. And it's, I mean, really simple. It's BTC.fun is live. It is live and it is exciting. Me and you've been messing with this all day. It was pretty fun. We're like, yo, Fat Bean home, and just saying a lot of stuff. We did have a lot of tickers that have already hit the bonding curve, which is the bonding curve is different. You set the bonding curve, whatever you want it to be. It just hits this certain amount of Merl you want to take in for this. It does do this weird auto that's kind of annoying, but yeah, auto refresh is kind of annoying, but you can see a lot of tokens have already minted out. This one seems to be one of the top ones right now, which is B.fun. This is up, damn, dude, back up to 258. This morning we saw us back down like 140, so this is up like 100K in the last like hour or so. It had to be. and a bunch of other ones as well. I got into this one, IQ50. I'm probably down on it, and I got into Hyper B, which I'm probably down on it as well. But guys, me and Yagobi are gonna play a little game. We're gonna be giving away 300 Merle, 100 to each person. So we did 3 tokens. We deployed 3 tokens. I deployed 2. Yagobi deployed at 1. And I want, if you guys can figure out which ones that we deployed. There's one that's super easy for me, and there's one that's super hard for me, and there's one for Yagobi. I don't even know what Yagobi's are yet, so it's gonna be fun. Are you?
Well, I don't know
on
what
page
yours
1,
are
Yagobi?
either. Well, I do know what yours are. That's right. I guess.
Yeah, you know what mine are.
Right.
So
Yeah,
you
that's right.
guessed
I was about
mine
to
pretty
say.
well, pretty quickly. So what we're gonna do is the first person who can put the ticker in will win. If you can put my 2 tickers in, Yagobi's tickers in, you'll win the 100 Merle. So start now, guys. Go to BTC.fun. Check them out. Is yours on the first page?
Yes, it is. It
Okay,
is
so they're
now
all
the first
on page 1. They're all on page
But-
1, guys. If you can name
Yeah.
them. And
Well,
if you're
how are we gonna? Yeah. What if multiple people guess the same
the first person?
thing?
First person.
Okay.
First person. But if you guess multiple, we're not going to count it. Like if you sit there and go, the first
Keep
one,
guessing
second
down
one,
the
third
line.
one, fourth
Yeah.
one,
You get one
you're
guess.
going to be eliminated.
So
yeah.
so be careful with that. And then so put like Shizzy dash for your guess if you think it's Shizzy's, and then Yagobi dash for mine.
Yep. So got to put. I got to give it to this guy because he got it already. We got Biddy. We got Biddy. Yeah,
Biddy.
This was me. I was bored. It's being stupid. I minute this one. Biddy is the Bitcoin Diddy. So congratulations. Pulse Chain, altcoin talk. Put in your Ethereum address and I'll send you 100 Merle. No, Vincent, that is wrong. That is not us. Womi is not us. Come on, guys, put your guesses in. Let's see who can win another 100 Merle. We got one guy already. Pulse Chain got in with his I think Biddy can go to the moon, bro. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know anyone buying this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
This was complete fun and stupidity.
Yeah. So it's actually who am I? Because I was like, Womi, because I read that too. I was like, Womi.
Oh,
but yeah, who am I? Is the ticker there, which so who am is the 5-digit ticker. So before we get continue this game of guess which tickers are ours, let's kind of go over the platform and talk about our thoughts on it and how we feel on this original innovative approach, because it's definitely different than your typical pump fund style. So let's kind of I want to ask you, someone that has messed with a couple different pump fund platforms, how are you liking this, and how do you like the innovation they brought with like the free and fair mint?
I'm liking it so far a lot. I do like it because one, I'm not getting dumped on right away, because once you buy something, you can't sell it. You're locked in until it gets to Merlin swap. I love that feature. And I've only messed with Pump.fun. I did a few when it was the crazy days of like people streaming in cages and stuff like that and dumping cereal and milk on themselves. So that was I did probably like I got in like 2 or 3 coins back then, nothing crazy. But then I recently was playing with Sats Pump Fun, and that the UI over there is really nice. I'm gonna give Francis that. It has the charts and everything, but there's no liquidity on Fractal. Fractal right now is just is nothing there. It's no point even playing over there. So over here on Merlin, you have the liquidity coming from all different chains, right? Liquidity coming from all different chains. You see the bridges happening from base chain, from Ethereum, from every chain basically coming in. So you have the liquidity here, which is huge, right? So I think that, but today's only day 1, and we've already seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 13 or 14 tickers already hit Merlin swap, which is awesome. So I don't know. I like it.
Let's talk about that.
Cool. Yeah.
The ones that did reach mint out, BTC.fun is doing a crazy campaign with their, basically their mainnet launch. If you scroll to the top where it shows that banner, it says 1 million USDT launch reward. So okay, so there's 14 tokens right now that have minted fully out. And so the deployer's address that actually launched that token with BTC.fun gets 10% of the total value of the Merle it took to mint that out. So if you can kind of show what they've earned, I think that would be huge. Maybe if you could go to the ones that are trading. So I don't know if it shows what the amount was that it took to mint it out though.
I don't see it. No, it's not here.
Okay, so if you click on B.fun, just click on
Yeah.
B.fun, B.fun.
Okay.
Okay, so it should show right there. So the total market cap right now. Okay, so that's adjusted, right? So there was 2.1 billion. Was there a max mint on that? So basically, let's just say that there's no way for us to check this, right? So let's say it started off at $30,000, right? After the mint finishes for B.fun at $30,000 worth of Merle, whoever deployed B.fun gets 10% of that value in USDT sent to their wallet. So this actually, incentivizes people to want to mint their tokens out. So there's like an extra incentive to get started. And I think that was brilliant by them.
Yeah. 100%. No, I agree. I do love that factor. And I mean, it's a good way to get people to use it. Because once you use it, you're probably going to come back. So it's just, it's one of those things where instead of just, giving, free money away on Twitter to try to get followers, they actually use that money to kind of get people to actually use their products. And I think that was huge. And, shout out to Merlin Chain and everything that Jeff does, because any project that launches on, on Merlin Chain, it seems like Jeff really supports them. Right, like if your founder really supports the initiative of you building there, and that's huge, and it doesn't seem to be happening on other chains.
Well, I think it's as long as that they're serious about it, they're bringing real innovation and they want to succeed, and I think that really depends on obviously it's a positive, encouraging type of builder support there, but yeah, so let's talk about some of these tokens that have gotten to the trade, like, I guess the bonding curve, which is minting out. Like, are you bullish on any of these?
Yeah, B.fun. I'm bullish on that just because, I don't know, it's like a play off the website, and it's kind of that's like, but in reality, the only reason I'm bullish on because the number go up. Right? People are buying this, like people are buying this outside. If you do click the Twitter, it does take you to the BTC.fun Twitter. It does say, easy game, easy gains, launch a native token. So could this be from the team? I don't know. I don't know. But at the same time, it's like it could be. So that could be why the number go up. I don't know. But this number go up. This is one of the few that number did go up. It's up 784%. BT Pup is up 160%. But you see a lot of these guys are negative 33, negative 24. That means when they got to Merlin swap, people start dumping their tokens and getting that Merl out of there. So, but I don't know. Some of these could come back as well. But I'm definitely more bullish on obviously Party, and then B.fun, and then probably BT Pup for the same reason. Number go up. So
yeah. And you can actually hit that filter for the price change to make it show you the top ones, the arrows. If you click on the arrows one more time, there you go. You can see kind of like which ones are having the most. Yeah. So it's like BB Dog and then also B.fun. But I have a feeling B.fun is going to be the more successful one if you look at the market caps. So
that's true.
But who knows?
Yeah, man. Well, what is the market cap this one? Oh, $799. Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, that's super low. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been fun though. It's been exciting. I can't wait to get some updates from Jeff and everything too. But let's kind of get back to the game here. I did see someone put it in here. So I don't know, Yagobi. This guy said Yago did
no, he's wrong.
Black Bitcoin hat, but then Mats comes in and says Shizzy did Black Bitcoin hat. Yeah, so you
Mats
guys,
won.
Mats, put your Ethereum address. Pulse Chain, I got your address. Don't worry. It came.
You got to wait a little bit. Pulse Chain. You can. We're doing a show here, so.
Well, no, he said. I'm guessing he sent it, but it didn't go through on YouTube.
Gotcha.
Sometimes YouTube will censor an address, but it came through StreamYard, so I did see it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I got your address. Yeah, I mean, you can send it to me at Shizzy Sats, but Mats, if you want to put your address in here, I might be able to grab that as well. But yeah, so there's one more. So you guys got both of mine. You got my my Bitcoin Diddy, Biddy, and then you got my Bitcoin Black hat. So Black Bitcoin.
So mine's gonna be a little harder, just because I think you have to really probably have been around for a while to realize that it could be mine. But I'll just like, I guess we'll get to a point to where maybe no one's guessing and I can drop some hints, but I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah. I don't know. This is tough. Yeah, maybe we'll have to get some hints. But guys, keep guessing. Next person gets it. So Matt's got the next 100. So Matt's, again, put your Ethereum address in there, and then I can send you that. And after the show, I'll send both of you guys Pulse Chain and Matt's years so far, and the third winner as well. We'll get the other 100. But
and Atropa 414, that is not correct. He guessed ML Cat. So I guess that's kind of a hint. So you can kind of process of elimination.
I think I got it, but I'm not sure. Maybe not.
But you can't guess because this is.
I know, but I don't know what it is. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah. So at the end, if no one gets it, we'll start getting hints. But you said the only hint you gave so far was that it's on page 1, correct?
Yeah, let me see if it's still there. Yeah, it's still there. Okay. But going back to the platform, you and I kind of talked about, will this only be utilized for straight up memes? Will there be actual projects that kind of utilize this as a launch pad? Because it is so easy to launch a token this way, right? And there was an interesting token that did move to, I believe, trading, but it had one holder, meaning that one holder, basically that one holder basically paid for all the tokens. And so we looked at it and it said that it was like a game or some sort, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like a game. The party never ends. The party never ends. Yeah. So, there's $24,000 worth of market cap here. And there's 8 holders now. So there's some more holders that jumped in.
Yeah. Probably.
But yeah, if you click on it, you can see it right there. Yeah, you got it there. It says the ultimate game where FOMO meets survival. So I don't know. Maybe this is something that someone's trying to create, but
yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think that projects actually utilize this or what?
I kind of want to go buy some now though, because if I hit trade, it takes me to Merlin, because 50% of the token obviously is in Merlin swap now, right? So with the amount of Merlin he put up with it, so it's kind of like, if this guy put 20 grand in here, let's just say, of Merle, it might be worth at least picking some up cheap, especially at 24,000 market cap. So I don't know.
It is not the KFC token, Teddy Bear. Remember, everybody only gets one guess.
All right. Let's keep this moving. I got a couple more things before we get the Merlin guys to hop in here, but we'll definitely speak more on BTC.fun in a little bit if you guys are interested. But still, put your guesses in there for Yagobi's token. The winner's going to win 100 Merle. So,
yep.
Let's see what other banners I have in here. Not much here, but I kind of want to talk about this. So the this is the #1 agent right now. It's AI XBT set a $100 billion price target for dog. Someone asked him, "Hey, what's your price target for dog for the cycle?" He said 100 billion, which puts dog at $1 per dog. That would be pretty insane. Is this guy is this agent just trying to troll us? Like, what do you think? What do you think the purpose of 100 billion was?
I thought this agent was from was it Virtuals? Is that the platform?
I think it's Virtuals.
Yeah. So I thought it was from Base, but the more I'm seeing it, like it literally looks like an Ordinal person created it, because first of all, it switched its PFP to Quantum Cat. I'm like, is Udi like controlling this AI agent?
Yeah.
But it says automated right on the replies.
It does.
But then like it's just talking nonstop about like runes, Ordinal collections, and I know that it's being prompted to, but it's pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, and it's just not just talking about runes and stuff like that either. It's like if you look at it, watch it for like an hour, it talks about pretty much every ecosystem. I've seen it so far talk about Solana, a couple coins over there. It just tweets so much, and people kind of just pick and choose which tweet they want to interact with, and it keeps interacting, right? So and then the people take screenshots of it, post it, and that's what you're seeing. But you're seeing a lot of tweets from this thing, a lot of tweets. But they all do say automated. So is that something that Twitter did? Is that a new thing that Twitter's doing with these bots, making sure everyone knows that they're bots?
I think so. Yeah.
So, But it is pretty cool that it has a quantum cat. But Udi actually had to send it a quantum cat, and these quantum cats are going for $30,000. Like they're not cheap, right? So it's pretty crazy. Udi basically sent him a car. But yeah, but now it has a it has a quantum cat PFP. So
Yep.
all right, this is from our friends at Bitverse at Foxy. The Bitverse has been updated and is now live for beta testers to collect gifts. The event has been extended until New Year's, guys. If you haven't checked out Foxy yet, I think it's foxy.co. Go over there and start running around the streets and getting your Santa Claus gifts, and then that will end up the top person who gets the most of them will get an airdrop. So you want to definitely get in that game and start messing around over there. It's fun. It's exciting, and yeah, so start playing around. So,
Yep.
And then the last thing here kind of goes back to the AI agent. I should have put this up top, but kind of goes back to where is it right here? Back to what we're saying. So Ding, it only has like 400 followers here, but he posted this. Ding, it's done. AI agent. We love your cat so much. We etched it into Bitcoin history. We will send 50% of the pre-mine supply. I just need a taproot address. And so they basically minute this Ajiri, the AI XBT cat. It's a rune. It minted out very quickly. They want to send him the 50% pre-mine. And he goes, my taproot address is this. Save me the ordinal. I'll give the pre-mine to someone else. So when you do mint a rune, you get like the picture of the JPEG again. So he's like, just send me my JPEG into the blockchain, and I'll just keep. So that made me think that if he doesn't understand like that JPEG is just a copy of his. I don't know. It kind of was a little confusing to me. What do you think that he means by this? Save me the ordinal. I'll give the pre-mine to someone else.
Can you go back to the previous message that they?
Yeah.
So it says,
ding ding. It's done.
We love your cat so much. We etched it into Bitcoin history. We will send you 50% of pre-mine. I just need your taproot address. Okay, and then he says he responds with.
This must be the GIF. Okay, that makes sense now. So they inscribed this in the Bitcoin.
Gotcha.
So he wants that, but he's going to give away the pre-mine. So how does an AI bot give away a pre-mine? I don't know, but
the original human owner, I guess, intervenes with that, right? It's like, what would be so crazy? So there was a time when Amazon came into like this part of this market of automated like self-checkout and stuff like that, and so they had the software and the hardware, and they were testing it with like these convenience stores, and people found out like that the technology wasn't ready, and so they actually hired people from like India that were like running things in the background. And sometimes I feel like some of these AI agents are being ran the same way, just with some of their responses. Most likely they're not, but that's I think that would be funny if it was.
I saw a site though that said, you might have seen this too. It was like, yeah, we will run your AI agent for you, and it was like a group of people that were just going to tweet for you all day long and say it's an AI agent. So, but this one, like Jeff was saying to us last night, he said that you can, there's provers that go out there and they can actually prove that this was done by the AI
legitimate,
agent, right? So stuff like that, real legitimate, and especially now that it says automated, right? So that kind of shows you that like that these tweets are automated, unless every tweet is automated. I don't know now. Maybe it's just this thing is up here, but I don't know. It seems fun. It seems exciting, and now it has a quantum cat as its PFP, and it has a rune now based off it as well. So. All right. Let's kind of get into the next segment of the show. So today is officially Monday, which means it's Merlin Monday at 12 o'clock Eastern time. Every single Monday, guys, we kind of showcase what is going on in Merlin, the alpha, the news, and all the big stuff that's going on. And right now, the hottest thing anyone's really talking about is BTC.fun. We were just talking about it, but we're going to get further into it with Jeff himself.
Yep. So let's go ahead and bring Jeff up to the stage. How are you doing, sir?
Really exhausted, and it's 12. It's December 31st here, so it's New Year's Eve coming up. Pretty cool. So Happy New Year, everyone. Merry Christmas or whatever religion you believe in. Yeah. So yeah, I think everything is what we expected. Nothing surprised us with BTC.fun. What I'm talking about. Today's big news. I mean, Bitcoin is bleeding. It's bad, but I think Merl is one of the very few tokens still going up in the past few days. We saw lots of uh, withdraw from the central exchange, which means people are withdrawing their Merl token to get on chain. Right now, it's about like 550 million Merl token circulation. Only like 170, 180, like below 200 are in the central exchange. So I think we want to see less and less tokens in central exchange, but more on chain. Party itself has already got 45 million Merl token in the LP pool. So if we see more tokens like Party, I think that'll be great news for everyone. Lots of hundreds of tokens deployed. Let me check. I think about like 15, 18 tokens got minted out. So we'll be, giving out stablecoin USDT tomorrow for the, people who deploy. So I highly encourage, if you have some new ideas, feel free to deploy. Now we don't, allow import your token if you mint that token before, but that function will be added very, very shortly. Definitely, in the next 2 to 3 days. Yeah, I'm still like browsing all these tokens. Some of them, have actually, few of them actually have a website or a Twitter. So basically, that means these people are preparing, for this. But to be honest, I didn't mint anything. I didn't mint anything. I didn't trade anything because I didn't find something I love. But I'm pretty sure I will see some of that in next week, in this week. Yeah, like what do you guys think?
Yeah, it's been fun. I've been messing around it all day. I deployed Diddy, Biddy. Biddy is the Bitcoin Diddy, and messing around and and I deployed this one down here.
It's up. It's up.
Bitcoin. Is it up? There it is.
Right there.
I deployed my hat. My hat is officially a meme coin, the black Bitcoin hat. Just kind of messing around, testing. I did one rune and one BRC20. It's been a fun experience, and we actually having the audience guess which ones we deployed. I did 2 already. Yagobi has done 1, but they haven't guessed Yagobi's yet.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I would tell you which one mine is, but we're still playing the game there. But yeah, obviously it's New Year's Eve where you are, so we don't want to keep you too long. Are there any other updates from Merlin Chain that you have that you would like to go over while we have you?
Yeah. I think the Timone team is coming today, so he can share about the roadmaps, the campaign they had earlier with Party, the campaign they had right now with farming with Bitcoin. So I'll let him to share all this information. I think right now we are focused to build infrastructures around token launching. Because everybody, if you check the data, basically the majority of the mind shares of people talking about crypto is AI agent for a long time. I mean, it's not news. It has been there for like 2 to 3 months.
Vince, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but he that Biddy one might actually be good. He says, "Where do I bridge the gas token from?" So you can bridge it utilizing, if you're coming from another EVM chain, you can use meson.fi, meson.fi. He's asking, can you access this with Stacks wallet? So the only wallet I think you can from the Bitcoin side right now is Unisat, correct?
Yeah.
Xverse, Unisat, OKX.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 major
All
ones.
right here.
But
Gotcha.
if you if you withdraw Merl token from exchange, you'll get free gas, and you can go to Merlin Swap to swap more Merl for more BTC gas. That is much easier. It takes like 2 minutes. It's much easier that way. Yeah. Let me mint BD right now.
Hey, now, hold on. Wait for me, guys. Wait for me. Hold on.
Getting no financial
No,
advice.
yeah.
But yeah, but like
But
some people, they mint some tokens, they had some fun. Some tokens got like, pretty good liquidity, really high in the first, hours or two. Right now, still, I think like I hear lots of feedbacks from the community that they finally realize, what this method is about. Before, most people don't really think through. They just hear us talk and talk and talk. And now when they try this, they mint this token. You don't worry about, it doesn't get mint out because you will get refund. When it gets mint out, you can buy more or you can sell more. So like for one example, I won't say the name, but like one of the token got mint out in like 15 minutes. It has been trading for about 2 hours, about 1,500 transactions. So you can easily dump that and move to next token. So I think that is what Degen wants. It's not like waiting for somebody to buy your stuff. I think that is really really like hard for meme token.
yeah. There's a couple that made it to the bonding curve here. Like you have obviously Party, that was the first one. Then you have B.Fun. This one is the most successful one that we're seeing as of right now. If you click on it, it shows the website goes to the BTC.fun Twitter account, but anybody can put any link
just
there,
to
right?
clarify, this is not deployed by BTC.fun. Yeah, just to clarify that.
Gotcha. But it does have 1,177 holders, so that's definitely a head start that it's showing at 250,000. That's the most successful one right now. But it is really cool that like all these people earn this reward, the 10% of what the mint was, and this is innovative. This is original. This is not just a pump fund. So I'm super excited. I'm gonna keep trying to get mint outs because I want that 10% of the reward before it stops.
Yeah, and if you check the UI, I think it's very similar to like BTC inscription experience. So I would say this is made for Bitcoin people, but also educating other users from other chains.
Yeah. The free and fair mint thing was genius to like combine that with a fast paced, EVM style environment. So love it.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
So yeah, like I'll continue to update. Yeah. So what I mean to build infrastructures around tokens is one thing in my mind is like people ask me like what do you think about next 10 to 20 years, because we have AI and people believe the human society will be very different. I agree, because in the past thousands of years, if you want to succeed, if you want to climb the social ladder, you need to have resources. You have to get more resources when you grow up. You need to go to great college, get a degree, got a job, got first salary check, and then get more connections, build your own connections, have your own team, start a new company, fund yourself, fund it from your friends, relatives, and then VCs, angels, and then possibly you have like 1% or much lower than 1% chance to be successful. But that's the past. In the future, when you have AI, I think everybody can be a company or a team. You don't need to spend that much effort to do the daily thing to get more money, to buy to rent an office, whatever. I think what matters is your passion and your insights. When you have so much passion about one thing, like for me, I would say like first, like I have so much passion about sports. So when you have so much passion about one thing and you have some insights about this, everything else can be done by AI. So I think that is happening in crypto right now. You can do all these things with just knowing how to use tools or like the open source database, and then you can build your own thing. I think that is what crypto brings to the society, brings to the world. If you ask me what crypto can do for people, I think that is one thing they can do for the people. So everybody can be his own company. I think we definitely need to build infrastructures, engines for that, so everyone can easily to achieve something great. The second thing will be you need to grow your community. You need to grow, the consensus around this asset, right? But if you are not an influencer, if you only have like 20, 50, 100 followers from Twitter, you cannot launch a successful project. Like, to be honest, right? If Yagobi has like 3 million followers right now, his token will get minted out in 1 second. Like that. But I think that that is bad. That is bad for the for the ecosystem, for the community, because it's still based on your resources, not based on your passion and insights. So whatever can do, to improve people's, efficiency, to put his passion and insights first as product, and can grow that product in a larger scale. I think that really matters. Just like, imagine something we did with BTC420 and Bitmap Metaverse last year. There are many people who are nobody on Twitter, has like 20, 50 followers, creates a cool avatar, and people can try this in the metaverse, and it gets minted out. It's not from influencer, it's from nobody. And if you are influencer, you create something really boring. I don't want to name names, but if you create something really boring, it still doesn't get minted out. Right. So I think that is something, we tried last year, and I think, it's somehow solved these problems, because before it's about ticker for BRC20, so it's all about your influence. But when it comes to BRC420, it's about your design, your imagination, your innovation. So that's something similar with AI too. One tool can help you to create your own project easily, doesn't need any resources, and another tool to help you grow influence, not because you're an influencer, but because you have insights and passion about this. So we are very actively to building, infras, with this kind of concept, and help people to, launch their projects easier.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right. So I do see Jason down below. Is that the co-founder from Timone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Real
So
quick,
I'm
though,
going to
we
bring
have
him
a
up.
question
Go ahead.
for Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Hey, guys, can you ask Jeff, is there a way to have X-Site verified link to the account that deploys the coin to avoid scammers?
Yeah. So right now, everybody can type in whatever they want. We want, to have high barriers for people to do things like stupid things. But yes, they will add a function about, verifying. So if you have the Twitter account, you verified, there will be like, like a check, after that. So you will see this is checked. But I think they're still allowing people to put whatever random stuff there. Just be careful what you click.
Awesome.
Yeah, and to kind of do the intro here, so for the audience, we have 553 people listening in. Timone is a Telegram mini app that has done amazing numbers in terms of onboarding, and it's really utilized for engagement and also kind of teaching, and then also like joint co-promoting with projects and stuff like that. Merlin Chain's kind of been onboarded there. So let's introduce Jason, bring him to the stage here from Timone, as he is the co-founder of Timone. How are you doing, Jason?
Hi guys, hi Yagobi, hi Shizzy, hi Jeff. Thanks for having me here. Super excited to be here. So it's 31st of December, so Merry Christmas everyone. I think we're onto something great towards the coming New Year. So with Timone, right? Thank you for Yagobi for the introductions just now. So what we want to do here with Timone is to establish an open BTC gateway that enhance Bitcoin liquidity, making it faster, more accessible, and engaging for users to a more fun, towards and rewarding experience. So with our app, we are currently leveraging and building on more and more in-app gamification to bring on board more Web 2 and 2.5 users to the space without them knowing that it is BTC.Fun. So why do we want to do that? Because everyone here in Timone, the team behind them, we believe that for BTC.Fun ecosystem to truly grow and to a stage like Solana, we need to bring more people in and more liquidity into the ecosystem. so that when these conditions, this criteria is fulfilled, right, it creates a more attractive options for more and more builders from other ecosystems to come aboard and build on BTC.FI. So recently, we have just launched our staking feature, our Timone forming bot, which allow our users to stake Bitcoin with zero capital and zero gas fee as well. And by basically staking on our platform right now, we have users are able to get 20% annualized returns for free actually. So in our first phase of staking, we've actually included MBTC staking on the blockchain through our app. And when this feature is launched, right, we have also released a campaign giving out 0.25 to 1 Bitcoin to our active users in our MPC wallet. So what we want to create here is to get everyone to get excited and participate in BTC.FI, get the rewards for themselves in just a few simple clicks. And before that, we have also launched, completed our airdrop campaign with BTC.FUN. And we have also completed our party airdrop. It's quite surprising because we did not expect that the engagement and the participation can be so massive. So we have like 1.5 million participants across the world participating in it. And our monthly active users is growing bigger and bigger every day. So we recently reached 2.5 million monthly active users recently. And we have generated more than 100,000 USD of revenue. So I guess we are moving very fast in line with what the market is growing as well. So yeah, thank you guys.
Awesome. I love it. You know, there's a lot of kind of, well, maybe not a lot, but a good amount of kind of reward type of protocols and launch pads and stuff like that. But I really like that Timone actually has more than just points and maybe like little, you know, like USDT or something like that. You actually are rewarding the top users something big, like staking a full Bitcoin. And one of our community members actually is, you know, a testament to how good the platform is. You know, Matt's right here. He says he staked already to the 0.5 Bitcoin on Timone. And last week he won, I think, like a total of like 1,200 USDT and like 28,000 party tokens or something like that. I'm just like, how much are you spending time with your family? You know, because like this guy is crushing it.
Yes, that exactly is the experience that we want to achieve through Timone. Because when people think and look at Bitcoin, right, people, I think that the general perception that Bitcoin is like just a store of value. So people are just buying it, holding it, and putting it in their wallet. I think that there's so much potential that we can truly build with Bitcoin, instead of just letting it sitting idle in the wallet. So we want to transform Bitcoin into something fun and rewarding for everyone. And with this approach, right, we are not only attracting the Web3 native people around here, we're also trying to use this mechanism, this gamification, to bring on board all the people from the Web2 and 2.5 into our platform. So I truly believe that for BTC.FI ecosystem to truly grow towards all the echo chambers, we truly need these massive waves and waves of users, communities, and liquidity into the ecosystem.
Yeah, I think that's a great perspective to have. And Shizzy might have something prepared in terms of the platform. Do you? I'm not sure.
Yeah. So I just want to showcase the platform and how it's been awesome so far. I've been just messing around with it here and there, but so you guys have bonus tasks and all these tasks and stuff. So I just want to know the process of someone maybe wanting to come join Timone, and basically like someone like Banana or Ape Strap and stuff like that. What the process is to kind of get those guys and these missions kind of set up.
So basically, it involves a lot of behind the scenes BD process where we reach out to the different parties and talk to them about our vision. Because at the end of the day, every one of us wants, I firmly believe that every one of us wants the same thing, which is BTC.FI ecosystem to work. And for this to work, right, everything has to start with an incentive first. Because let's admit it, the BTC.FI ecosystem right now at its current state, the number of truly active on-chain users are not that huge and appealing as compared to other ecosystems. So that's the thing that we want to build first. Because without the number of users and liquidity, we can go towards the next step, which is to incentivize the builders from other ecosystem to come on board and build on here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Love it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yep. And I'm sure that you're in a similar time zone to Jeff, so we don't want to keep you guys too long, as we know that you know it's New Year's Eve there. So any last words maybe to the audience that you have about Timone, and maybe something they can look forward to?
We are currently building and exploring a lot of different angles right now. We're currently working with Merlin Chain, which is our strategic, one of our strategic partners, to push for the liquidity acceleration and adoption of NBTC. So if everyone just come and join us, and let's build together. And recently we have also been approached by Tone Foundation. So it's a very funny, interesting story, because we have not really spoken with them, but it's just that one of the representatives, right, one day he's just trying to find like what are the top TG mini apps on the ecosystems, the one with proven traction, and also revenue. And he just stumbled upon Timone, and he reaches out to us, and he's like, hey, how come does Timone's fall from our radar? And so we have some talks, and yeah, we've talked to them and exploring on how we are going to bring in more liquidity as well. So, but this time we are thinking in the context of TGBTC. So the integration of Bitcoins of different chains into our app is one of our top priorities. And and huge shout out to all the community out there for joining us. We are currently trying to explore on more and more fun rewarding mechanisms and ways for everyone to get involved. So if you have any ideas, feel free to join our communities. Share with us your idea, because we want to hear you. And the 1,000 Bitcoin vault that we provided is a move that we did to showcase our commitment to continually bring in more users, liquidities, and rewards for everyone. So at the time of today's Bitcoin price, I think that 1,000 Bitcoin is currently worth around 92 million USD worth. Woo. So yeah, it's something that it's not something that we want to brag about, but it's really something that we have been preparing for a long time, and releasing out to the community is for us, right? It's a really great feat of achievement. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. And I want to give a shout out to Jeff as well for supporting Timone. We have been able to achieve a lot of our partnerships, and also in terms of our Timone's in-app reward as well. We get a lot of support from Jeff. We got a lot of Merlin ecosystem token as well to provide it to our Timone communities. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Yes, awesome. I mean, I think this is exactly what the Bitcoin ecosystem needed. It's a very strong approach, marketing approach, and I think it's a compliment that the Ton guys reached out to you. So we thank you so much, Jason, and we'd love to have you on for a full episode, as we think that you can help other projects in the Bitcoin ecosystem in the future as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Guys, go check out Timone. Yeah, just go pop on this app, guys. Just go mess with it. Get in there. It is worth it. I promise you. Go start playing today.
Yep. And Jeff, any last words, I guess, to the audience about anything that we talked about, or Merlin Chain, to go into the new year?
Yeah, I think going to a new year, I think 2024 is a great year for Bitcoin. Not great year for Bitcoin ecosystem, but I think definitely that will change. You guys saw Solve is getting listed on Binance. Solve was deployed on Merlin first. We grow with them, help them to get 1 billion TVL in very short period of time. So I think the market is looking back at BTC.5. I mean, that is great news for Timone as well, right? So the market is looking back on BTC assets, BTC.5. The base ecosystem AI is looking at quantum cats. So I think it definitely shows the attention is coming back. So when the attention is coming back, like, what can you do? I mean, for me, if I'm a personal trader, I will buy those assets. I think have long-term value. So like that's why I hold my dog for forever. I hold my Ordi forever. And also, if you are a builder, trying to think something innovative. Like last year, people didn't think about BTC there too. Beginning of this year, people didn't think about BTC.5. Last year, people are busy doing BRC20 forks, but they didn't see Bitmap and BRC420. So I think the person who can think out of the box, bring actual values to the community and the users, who will get more success when the market is back, when the attention is back. So yeah, to everyone, good luck 2025. Have fun with us, with the Merlin ecosystems, and do well, everybody. I think we will definitely do well next year.
Awesome, great words. All right, guys. Well, happy New Year, and we will talk to you both soon.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
All right.
We got Mr. J still. We're going to bring him up and kind of talk to him about how he feels about BTC.fun and if he has any updates with Unicross. So, Mr. J, how are you doing, sir?
Yo, how you guys? Doing great,
Good.
man. I've been looking at some tokens on BTC.fun.
That's what
I
we
didn't
want to
really
hear.
pay attention to one of this token that you're talking about with 8 holders, and I kind of bought some just just thinking like this could be a cook. So yeah, non-financial.
Are you talking about Biddy?
Yeah. No, it's,
just kidding.
what is it called? Party Never Ends.
Oh, okay.
Party Never Ends. Yeah, that one was interesting. So you launched that one? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I haven't launched anything, but I've just been like checking out tokens, see what I can buy.
Yeah. What's your overall feel of the platform so far? Is it what you expected? And if maybe you can tell us what you feel about it.
Right now, I think it's pretty good, in the sense that the previous time that we were using it was when Party was minting, and then you couldn't really see like the full potential of it. But now you get to see like you get to go to a trading page. Minting page is like heating up, man. Like there's so many tokens being created, and the best part about this is that it brings a lot of I would say outside attention to runes and BRC20, and also kind of like understanding how these tokens are actually created on chain, because you do need to have some BTC to have the ticker created. And then like in the future, I would say some people who actually minted out whole supplies of tokens, BRC20 or runes, and then now they have this opportunity to, I mean, not now, but soon they have this opportunity to actually bring it over, import their tokens and create a wholesale out of it. I think this would make a lot of people who minted out the whole supply pretty happy.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. What attracts you to Party Never Ends? I'm curious.
It's just a degen move, man. Like there's no like and there's low holders. It minted out with low holders, and there's a liquidity pool. So this means that somebody actually took the time to do this, put some liquidity in. So yeah, that's why I think it could be something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely has some mystery to it. Like you said, some sort of project maybe cooked to it. But like you said earlier, none of this is financial advice. It's BTC.fun because it's for fun, obviously, right? But be adults and make those decisions yourself. But yeah. So what's going on with Unicross? How's any updates or anything with Unicross? I know you guys are a huge infrastructure, so you guys kind of have to have maintenance with the bridging and all the Merlin Phantom and stuff. But are there anything you can maybe update the community with?
So we are focused on a lot of maintaining right now, and then like if there's any requests to provide extra services in terms of like to the chain, we'll help with that. Previously, we were building a Telegram mini app, and I think what happened is that it was a bit too, I would say, it was a bit too conventional. We didn't really like, I have to admit, we didn't really think out of the box for that. So now we're looking at how we can actually create something that's fun and also brings BTC.FI to the table. Recently, I think it was today that the TON Foundation announced that there's this their focus on BTC.FI. So this whole attention is like shifting even from like base chain to TON to BTC.FI. So this could be like a very strong narrative in 2025 along with AI, and just we'll take it slow, really slow this time to do a good R&D and build something that is actually innovative and not a I would say something where it's very conventional, like yeah, thinking out of the box pretty much.
Yeah. Super glad that you guys you kind of took that approach because
yeah, we don't want to launch something that is too like
forced almost, right?
Too forced, yeah. So it must be something that we can be really proud of, and something that is worthwhile for our supporters. Definitely been thinking about them a lot while we're building, and we want this very good product to show.
Yeah, man,
I love it.
I kind of want to talk about the bridging real quick. So now with BTC.fun, you guys are going to get really busy, right? In my opinion, I don't know if it's going to be like next month or whatever, but event like Jeff said, the goal is to eventually have these tokens that are being minted on L1 being bridged over to L2 and then being put in this BTC.fun. These tokens can eventually go back to L1. So that means Unicross is going to be very busy. Have you guys been preparing for this at all? Is this something you guys been working on?
On the dev side, yeah. For myself, it's not really something that I'm focusing on. Like right now, a lot of my time is spent doing research on different ecosystems, different chains, and just taking in the best bits from everywhere. Like I've been like super zoned into like the Bitcoin ecosystem that kind of missed out on a lot of these other developments, such as like I would say AI agents, different ways of launching tokens. And now I'm just like trying to catch up and put the best that we can to Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's actually a really good take, right? It's like you can zoom out a bit and see what's happening in other ecosystems, partake, get the experience, and bring it back. That's still kind of focusing on trying to make the Bitcoin ecosystem better. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because like there's still so many things that we can do on Bitcoin that I've seen on other chains. recently, with stuff like token launches, for example, like there's a lot of niche markets out there with how they launch tokens, like and how they actually label these tickers, and looking at how hyperliquid as well, like is speeding up a lot on the radar. These are things that we can learn how to make trading more efficient for Bitcoin and Bitcoin layer 2s on Merlin, and also how to scale up Bitcoin assets as well. I would say like Jeff really hit the nail on the head with BTC.FUN, and this is a way where I would say he really excels at thinking out of the box and creating these new utilities. And we want to try and it's inspiring to us as well to learn how to see outside and to be exposed to different chains, so we can actually bring all of this knowledge and experience back to Bitcoin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100% agree. And like something like BTC.fun too, I mean, it can be used. I mean, it's basically a launchpad, right? And Virtuals is basically a launchpad for AI agents. So if somebody wants to launch, a Bitcoin AI type of token, or launched AI and then launched a token, you can use something like BTC.fun to do that, because 50% of it gets put into right away, gets put into the Merlin swap liquidity pool, and then with the token as well, someone come in and buy it. So do you think we eventually see that with BTC.fun, maybe some AI agents being launched over here?
Dude, that's totally possible. What they have now is like I would say a product that they can continuously improve on, including like previously I think you guys were talking about like Twitter integration. I think that's very important to prevent like people from creating scammers. And then you could like implement an AI agent into this launch now, and then like BTC coins, BTC tokens can actually be attached to an AI agent, and that's a pretty good innovation. And another thing would maybe be like adding like a Telegram login so that you actually know who's trading, and it's actually a real person that's trading, or it just takes that more effort for a scammer to try and scam. So a lot of these like improvements can be done. I would say now is like a very good time to be building on this. BTC.FUN has a very good team and very good traction. So I'm pretty bullish on this. And one of the tokens that you guys were talking about as well, like BFun has been getting exceptionally well on the
Yes,
on the chart.
yes,
Yeah.
dude. As the show's
wow.
been going on, it's like at what is it at like 342,000, which I think when we first started talking about it was like 215. Not saying that we pumped it. I'm just saying it is the most successful in terms of market cap, but outside of party. So it's is the holder count going up though? That's something that we probably need to look at.
1177.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I would be keeping an eye on this one closely.
Yeah. This one
If
looks
you look
fun.
at like you look at the trends on a lot of these launch pads, right? The main token is kind of like an indicator of where the other tokens could end up at. This is non-financial advice again, but usually it's around like 10x. The second one would probably be like 10x down, and so on.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the whole like concept of this is amazing. Like the utilizing Merl token, and then like you see the positive effect with that. And then it's just I've never seen like a protocol give this kind of like incentive to launch tokens. So that's another thing. So it can kind of get these layer one maxis kind of like, oh well, at least I can I can try to I'm good at getting things to mint out. I'm gonna earn 10% of the value. Dude, that's like a no-brainer.
Yeah,
dude. And then like the next best thing, the next thing to actually make all these maxis on layer one move is that, hey guys, I know you guys minted out some tickers. Why not launch it, right? So this is like giving them an opportunity to do something together on the Bitcoin layer 2, and then that's gonna have another effect of like bringing new users to Merlin. So yeah, it's a win-win for everyone.
That's something we were talking to Jeff about last night. There's a bunch of tickers. If you go to Luminex, there's a bunch of tickers. It's really weird to get to them. You have to like hit this and then go to Rune Down. Hold on one second. Here, go right here. There's a bunch of tickers that are, one holder, right? So this one right here, dog. It is one holder. The entire thing is in one wallet. Same thing with cat on a skateboard. And there's some pretty funny ones down here too. I think I saw one last night. It was like Fluffer or something like that. But there's so many of these that have one holder.
Chomper Fluffer.
Is that what it is? Chomper Fluffer? Did you see it?
I think so.
Maybe it was on page 3.
Yeah, these guys are probably preparing for BTC.fun. Who knows, right?
Yeah, Bitcoin with cat. I mean, one holder, the whole thing. It's rune number 33. World Peace Money, same thing. Oh no, that one's already out. But there's so many of these now that we're kind of stuck because it's too expensive to airdrop. And when you go to airdrop 100 people, it's not going to be enough to really get this token out. So you minted this whole thing to yourself. Why not take this and put it on something like BTC.fun and have this thing minted out? Can't do it right now, but Jeff said within the next 2 to 3 days, you'll be able to take a token like Legendary Relics and have that on BTC.fun and Australian Shepherd. And there's so many. King Charles Spaniel, right? So there's so many of these low runes. I mean, these are like, number 40 and number 50. That could
Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, you're absolutely right. Like, who's going to drop half a Bitcoin to airdrop those to people whenever you can just bridge it over to BTC.fun? Because there's an option if you go to create your own meme token or whatever. There's 2 tabs. One is like, create a ticker directly through us or import your token. So I think this is going to be exciting, dude. Like, it's at this point, like they've established the infrastructure foundation of BTC.fun. Now it's time to kind of educate the people that might have these tokens in the fact that they can actually do this, because now they have another option.
Like this one, Oink Piggy Oink. I would mint that. Like, it's funny. And then the Uncommon Rocks. I mean, another one that's just sitting here that's waiting to be kind of put out. So
and imagine like these tokens, right? Imagine like these tokens actually have a personality, not just like the ticker name, like with an AI agent as well. Like it's a domino effect. The more you upgrade, the more like you can explore these utilities, and the more holders are gonna the more users are gonna come across.
Absolutely. Well, this has been really, really fun. This has been really, really BTC.fun. But that was lame, I know, but it just came in my head. Anyways,
good enough.
That's good enough. Just good enough. But we appreciate you joining us, man. I know it's New Year's Eve and it's like 1:45 over there, so we'll let you go. But I guess any final wise words from Mr. J to the Bitcoin community?
Dude, we've been in the trenches back then with BRC20, with Ordinals. Ordinals are dead, BRC20 is dead, runes are dead, all these dead. And right now is the time to be accumulating. This is really, really the right time to be accumulating. If you think like all these tokens or JPEGs are dead, you are so wrong. Like, you can see the BTC wave of like BTC inscriptions, like NFTs, and also like a BTC.FI that's growing stronger and stronger every day. It might not be as loud, but it is definitely going very, very strong. So fade at your own risk.
Fade at your own risk.
Love it. That's a great
words.
Statement to finish it. Fade at your own risk. Well, Mr. J, we appreciate you, sir, and we will see you back possibly next week.
See you guys, man.
All right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you have a great time with either your degens or your family. See you guys.
See ya. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Man, what a
Yep,
great
yep.
show today. It was fun, exciting. But we still haven't guessed your ticker yet, man.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna give one hint.
So-
I'm gonna give one hint,
okay,
and then
he's gonna give a hint.
people can guess while we kind of close up here. But the ticker, let me make sure it's still on the first page of minting.
I think I got it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, it might have gotten pushed off, and I feel like this is gonna be a dead giveaway now. It has moved to. Wait a second. Dang, did it get pushed to the? Did it get moved to the third page?
No way.
Oh, okay. No, it's still on the first page. Still on the first page. I just overlooked it. Okay. So the hint is that it has to do with my favorite college football team.
Oh, I got it right off the bat. I thought it was that one, and now I'm like, okay.
All right.
So yeah,
so
that's
while
a good
you guys,
one,
while you guys are guessing, we just want to say thank you. You know, we still have our New Year's Eve show tomorrow, which is going to be amazing. I think we might have the great Leonidas on with us too. So that's going to be a great way to end the year. We can kind of dig into his brain. Go ahead.
Right now we have Block Runner locked in for 11:30 tomorrow, and we have Leonidas at 12 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So it's going to be a fun exciting. We're still reaching out to more people. We wanted to extend the show a little bit. We might start like a half hour earlier. I got to talk to Yagobi still about that, but and kind of go from there, and then maybe kind of lead that into Block Runner, and then Leonidas, and then we 12:45. We might have Adam McBride if he can make that. So.
Yep. And ding, ding, ding.
Got it?
Mike Bennett is the winner. Derpy Husky XBT, which I didn't realize that XBT was the old ticker for Bitcoin. Supposedly.
XBT, yeah, but that was on the exchanges. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Congrats, Mike. Put your he has a Telegram room with us, right?
I have an open Telegram room with him. Mike, so send me your the Merlin address. I'll send you 100 Merlin. And Matt's, I have an open Twitter with you, I believe. I'll send it there. Or you guys can put it in here. That'll work too. But yeah, shout out to Mike Bennett, Pulse something. Was this Pulse Chain? I screenshotted the address, so I have the address. And yeah, so I just Matt's and Mike Bennett. Shout out to you guys.
Yep, Mike Bennett. Yeah, it is University of Washington. It is my favorite college football team. I was actually born up there and just have been a fan since I was a little kid. So congrats on that. And you will get your Merle, and congrats to the other winners. But had to give you guys a hint, though. No, I'm just kidding. But we appreciate all 647, each and every one of you guys. Without you guys, we could not do what we love to do. And that's this every single day. So we appreciate you. And if you do have a little extra time and wouldn't mind, we would appreciate if you could check out our partners. Emblem Vault is going to be the interoperability tool and protocol of the Bitcoin ecosystem for Bitcoin Layer 1 assets, more specifically Ordinals. You're going to be able to jump your Ordinals from Bitcoin Layer 1 to chains like Merlin Chain with one gas transaction on the receiving chain's gas price or gas token. And then also they are building AI wallets for the Bitcoin ecosystem. That should be finished up here, I think, early Q1. You can learn more about them at emblem.vision. And then BetBTC is the predictions marketplace for the Bitcoin ecosystem. They utilize ICP and Bitcoin technology for you guys to be able to place bets on their marketplace. You can actually deposit directly from your Xverse wallet if you have Bitcoin in there. It takes 6 blocks, and then you can start placing bets on their marketplace. They have Bitcoin-related bets. They have sports-related bets. And pretty soon, I would imagine here in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, they're going to have the create your own markets part of their platform, which you are going to be able to create your own bets and have people place bets with your bets, and you are going to be able to earn on the total volume. I believe it's going to be 1.5%. It's either 1% or 1.5%. I will get clarification on that before the next time we meet with them. I think it's going to be Wednesday, so Thursday actually. So you know, you can learn more about these guys at betbtc.win, and also you can farm points on their platform. They're not being shy about that. They are going to have a rune come out, so all you got to do is just be active on their platform, play small bets. You know, sign up for an account is 50 points. So we try to encourage farming, you know, airdrop stuff like that, but you guys are all adults and you can make that decision yourself. Next up is BitPerp, which is the perps and leverage decks of the Bitcoin ecosystem. Their paper trading competition should begin in 3 days, on January 2nd. They are going to be live on Botonic's testnet, but they should be live with their mainnet on Hemi blockchain very soon afterwards. So you can learn more about these guys at bitperp.io. They will allow you to trade runes in the future. That is the whole game plan there. So awesome team, very organized. Can't wait till they get to mainnet there. And then Fluid Tokens, they are the UTXO wizard devs. I'm going to keep calling them that because they are just crushing it. You know, Raul, their lead dev CTO, has, you know, conversations with Charles Hawkinson. So they have a big presence on Cardano, but possibly a bigger presence on Bitcoin. They're just really good at building stuff with UTXO chains. They were the first to offer retail staking vaults. So if you are a builder, a founder of an ordinal collection, or deployer of Rune, etcher of Rune, or BRC20, reach out to Raul, which is the CTO there. He will get you set up for a staking vault for your holders. If you can't get in contact with them, reach out to us, which, by the way, I think it is who is it? Someone left a comment in here asking for help. Did you? Yeah, there it is. Andre, we will try to get you connected with Raul. But yeah, so you know, just be paying attention to these guys. We have Fluid Fridays, so make sure you tune into that. It's 12 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. They're building amazing things, guys. You know, the bridge from Cardano to Bitcoin and all types of stuff. And their rune is going to be coming out very soon. So make sure you're paying attention to that. And then Merlin Chain is the
real quick with this.
Go ahead.
Just for Andre, DM me at Shizzy Sats on X or Telegram, and I get you put in that room. I can't DM you on YouTube, so you have to DM us with things. So just DM us on X, or you can get at Ord Revolution as well on X. Yeah, but sorry about that, guy.
Yep, no worries. And then Merlin Chain, your #1 scaling solution for Bitcoin native L1 assets and protocols. If you are a builder on Bitcoin Layer 1 and you want your protocol to be a bit more flexible, something like we saw with BTC.fun, reach out to Merlin Chain's team. They do have builder grants. You know, a couple of our partners got accepted to those. So it's not impossible, but you do have to apply and be serious about your building. If you are a retail user, then you want something a little bit more fast, flexible. Well, I would say a lot more fast and flexible than Bitcoin Layer 1. You can trade on merlinswap.org, which you can buy Doggo to the Moon Rune, and several other Bitcoin Layer 1 fungible tokens. So check Merlin Chain out. And then, of course, our integrated partners, which are Foxy, which is building the metaverse on Bitcoin called the Bitverse, and their Clan Wars, which is the first-person shooter game, which we should be streaming Saturday morning. So it should be fun. We'll update you guys on that ASAP. And then Ordinal Hive, which their mainnet launch, guys, is coming up. We're going to have Fonzie on our live stream to break that down because it's going to be super exciting. Ordinal Hive, I think, is going to be one of the most used platforms for Ordinals trading. They have great analytics, like live mempool stuff that's happening, so you know before anybody what is getting hot. So check out our integrated partners as well, and we thank you so much for checking out our partners, guys.
Yep. And if you guys have one more second, if you wouldn't mind checking out ordinalrevolution.com. We have some of the best articles dating all the way back to last year. If you know someone just entering the space, please send them our website. We really feel like it can help them get started and caught up to where we are today. Is that Bitcoin price right up there? Back to 94,000? Oh, wow. I don't know if that's right, but I hope it's right. But yeah, so check out all of our articles and everything at ordinalrevolution.com. If you guys need a VPN, we have NordVPN here. You know, if you should not be traveling the interwebs without a VPN, guys. Use our VPN, NordVPN. It's our favorite, but use any. Just make sure you guys aren't just giving people your IP address, which could eventually lead to your address. You don't want that. I don't want that. No one wants that. So definitely check out NordVPN right here. And if you guys are going to Bitcoin Las Vegas in May, we will both be there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. But don't wait till next year to get your tickets. Get them as soon as possible. They feel like they go up every Friday, guys. But definitely check out our link here. It helps the show if you use this link. And if you pay in Bitcoin, you actually get another discount. And if you guys need merch, we have some of the best merch in the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem, and not just that, in crypto in general. But we have hats, hoodies, and so much more, guys. Look at this school bag. And then if you guys need a hoodie, it is hoodie season. Get yourself one of these hoodies. We got, Chancellor in the second ballot for banks. That is written in the Genesis block of Bitcoin. We got the Goose Noodles. We got Bitmap. We got Seiko Hamster, Gizmo, Puka, Memento Memore, and so much more, guys. Check out everything here, Billy Katz, at ordinalrevolution.com. So we pumping?
We are pumping. I was actually talking the whole time while you were asking about that. Yeah, because I was on mute. But okay. So it does look like it's coming down a little bit, but we got to 94K. It's probably gonna be a little bit crazy towards the end of the year, last couple of days.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, we are live Monday to Friday. Check us out tomorrow. I'm thinking we go a little earlier. What do you think? Do you think start up a little earlier tomorrow? Maybe go 10:30?
Yeah, why not? Like 30 minutes early?
Just 30 minutes earlier than normal. Yeah. And then check us out tomorrow, guys. That way we have enough time to kind of get through all the news topics, and the Block Runner is going to be joining us at 11:30, and then Leonidas at 12, and then we'll potentially get some more guests as well. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Tune in tomorrow, guys. And on that note,
peace.
We OG, oh no, G. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload, yeah. Experts on reload, yeah. You're not bullish enough, yeah. Oh no, you're not bullish enough. You ain't got the oh no. I get stoned by the bolo. Bitcoin set to overload. Experts on reload. Mempool getting hot. Everybody wanna rock, ayy. Rooms is coming, everybody on a knot, ayy. It's a nuisance, Ordinal Revolution, ayy. Ordinal Revolution. Yo, it's my guy for real, bro. Got friends right now. Yo, BRC 420, bro. Yo, that shit found fire, bro. Imagine if he in here. Yeah, lock it in the seal. Murder. I got balls of steel. Nuki on the field. Yeah, this shit for real. With no calls, I get so far. Got 100 phone calls that I go hard, and they gon' love me. Smoke weed, huddle back. I get shiesty. Where my Bitcoin looking lovely. All this Satoshi's nothing above me.